job up. What am I? Department of Justice. There we go. How's it going, Judge?
Good. How are you, sir?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Keeping you busy, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, hopefully it won't be held up too long today.
Hey, I like the fit, by the way. God damn, that looked good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I had a prior engagement.
I need to get me one of them. I'd be fly as hell as a judge.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. that fit goes together like, man, like chocolate and vanilla.
Hey, that's what we try here, Judge. That's what we try, you know.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, I wanted to come out and greet some of you. I'm gonna go back to my chambers. My deputy should be arriving soon. So.
Okay. Yeah. There's one out checking people in there. There's a couple people in the lobby.
Oh, good. Making sure they don't bring no weapons in here.
Yes, sir.
That's wonderful. I don't feel like gaining no holes in my body today.
You and me both. You and me both. But somehow I got a feeling they'd be looking more at you. You know, you the important one and not me. You know, at least that's what I'd be hoping for my sake.
Yeah, I'm sure some people want to end my career early.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, I couldn't imagine why they'd want to do something like that. You know.
I figure I'm a fair and kind individual. I wouldn't even know. Never mind the people I put away.
Right. I understand. Well, I would probably step back out here and double check on my client. He's out there and with his family, so family and friends. So.
Yes, sir. All right, we'll see you here in a bit.
All right. How's business?
More stressful than I had hoped.
Yeah, I hear. But, you know, things have a way of taking care of themselves.
There we go.
Yeah,
we found the truck, so, you know, the damage mitigated anyway.
Good deal. So nothing really lost, so to speak, you know, that do no damage.
Nope, and the rest of it's somebody else's business, and I'll just stay out of it.
Hey, well, that's always the best way to go. You know, keep everything in order and keep that money flowing.
Everybody just stay in their house.
Indeed. I can see that. How about you, boss?
Yeah. How you doing today?
Pretty good. I'm gonna step on the other side of you. They keeping you busy?
Good. I mean, anyone who can't get you, you know, all the cheap people got to come over here.
Well, that is crazy.
Yeah, all the people that can't get you in jail. What do you call it? Ambulance chaser. You know, I gotta.
It's crazy. Yeah, that's good. Everything else going good?
Oh no, everything else is good.
All right. Well, yeah.
Hey, I need you to let me know when the homeowners association meeting is going to be.
Yeah, that's where I was going to check with you and make sure everything was good and, you know, you had everything straight.
Only issues that we're having up there is the mountain lions.
I got you. All right. Well, I have to call animal control and, you know, make sure
we've been using them as security. No, you crazy enough to go up there. Go ahead and have fun.
Yeah, get it up. I feel you.
Go ahead and try to jump that fence if you want to. I got something right there.
Yeah, I feel you on that. So the logistics company coming along pretty well. All your trucks moving?
Oh yeah, they're all good.
All right, well that's good. Well, yeah, just you got my number, don't you?
Actually, wait, do I? No, I do not.
All right, 1 second. There you go, boss man, and I save yours.
What's up with y'all,
All right.
fellas?
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, homie?
Not much.
Everything going good with you?
Yeah, just chilling.
Oh, you got the trench coat on today. You know you mean business. We got the long coat on.
Yeah, I know.
Nah, I ain't gonna be getting nothing done today. Just about to settle out this BCSO lawsuit I got handed to me.
Oh, yeah. And I heard yeah, nice little chunk of change might be coming in on that one.
Yeah, you about to make some money on that one, man.
Hey, that's what we like to hear right there. That's what we like to hear. You know, I really don't like coming down here to this courthouse, but you know, gotta get that money in. Or is this one, you know, we get this cleared up, and you know, because I really didn't plan on taking the case to begin with. I kind of tricked myself into it, accepted it before I knew what it was.
Which one did you get?
The Trap Customs one.
You already know which one he
Nick,
got.
yeah.
Come on, man. He saw a small fish and was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and eat that. I'm gonna go ahead and eat that one as bait.
Yeah.
Can't
Hey,
let a brother make it. It's cool though.
Yeah, but look, I don't know why these fools didn't settle this case out before they even hired me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Well, you know, I was hoping that.
Hired me after he already files for motions for the default judgments and shit. Like what?
That's because no one wants to settle. Period.
Bro, fuck that. You
Alrighty,
should've settled
just
it.
so I can go ahead and verify real quick for the judge, who's all going to be in attendance currently for the court cases that they have pending?
Attorney King and Attorney Nick for the Trap Custom versus Perez is here.
Trap Custom versus Perez. Alrighty, boss. Go ahead and give us about 2 or 3 minutes, and we'll go ahead and get that started. If you'd like to go ahead and take seats up here, and we'll start the court session off with those cases.
Attorney King
Okay.
for Dahe
You said
Go
Trap Customs versus
BCSO.
Perez.
Yeah, there should be 2 cases for that one.
Okay, and then both of you are separate attorneys for both cases.
Yep.
Well, there's 2 Kings. The other, the Attorney Mayor King.
BCSO versus Dahe Go. I'm here, but I don't see you opposing.
Alrighty, so yeah, Dogo will go ahead and or Dogo versus BCSO. We're gonna go and wait for y'all, and Nay King versus Trap Customs or with Trap Customs is what we'll start off with. Is it versus or with Mr.
Verse.
King? Verse, okay.
Yeah, Trap Customs versus Perez.
Alrighty, sir. Go ahead and give us a second, then we'll call court into order as long as we verify with the judge real quick.
Okay. But yeah, when he came, we'll talk on it. All right, Mr. Perez, can you hear me, boss?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, we can go ahead and I guess take a seat up here on the other side of the bench and get ready.
All right.
Same spot as last time over here.
All rise. Superior Court of State of Los Santos will now be in session. The County of Los Santos, courtroom number 1, will be residing with the Honorable Judge Clarence Thomas. First case will be Mr. King versus Carlos. Mr. Carlos Perez.
It'll be Trap Customs versus Carlos Perez, but hey, man, we got it. All right, thank you, sir. You may want to change your voice to shouting.
All right, you all may take your seats at this time.
Go ahead, send this chat, nigga. All right.
All right, if everybody can go ahead and change their vocals to shouting prior to proceedings.
Hello, all. How are we today?
Good day, Your Honor.
Do we have plaintiff and defense present?
Yes, sir. Defense is present.
Yes, sir. You got them both here.
For plaintiff, it's just myself as the attorney. My client is out with an illness and was not able to make it tonight.
Oh. Mr. Nick James, I assume?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll leave it up to y'all. Who would like to go ahead and go first?
For the first one, I can actually go first for it. All right, so after speaking with my client, we're actually filing a motion for dismissal. He no longer wants to continue with the lawsuit against Mr. Carlos Perez, as there's another pending lawsuit that he would like to put all of his attention forward.
Okay, so you'd like a dismissal of this case?
Yes, sir.
Okay, does the defense have any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Let's mark it as dismissed then. I see on my court docket that you all have a case would be King versus Trap Custom. Am I reading that wrong?
Your Honor, we were going to file a motion for to get the countersuit filed. However, we will withdraw that. I will note for the record that there is another Attorney King, and he is representing a client for a separate case. I don't believe it's for Trap Customs, but there is 2 Attorney Kings here today.
Okay, so you are the attorney for
Carlos Perez, sir.
okay. And so you are withdrawing your complaint as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And I guess you'd be the defense now, Mr. Nick James. Do you have any objection to that?
I do not.
Okay, you can consider them both dismissed then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, you're quite welcome, sir. Again, I just have to say the outfit. I think that you should just come to court with those type of fits. Like it just sets the room off, I think.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, do you gentlemen have anything else to present?
No, Your
to the
Honor.
court?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. You guys are you gentlemen are dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Attorney Nick. All right, Mr. Perez.
Deputy, I need to go into my chambers case.
All right, Mr. Perez. Good luck to you all. If you all have any questions, just let me know.
Yeah, can we just talk real quick outside?
Oh, yeah. Hold on, give me just a second. All right. Let me switch my voice back to normal.
All
right. How's it going?
All right, I'm back. I thought we were gonna continue the countersuit.
The countersuit is something that was a method to get you completely off of this case. It would have been twofold for you. Either A, they wanted to try to come after you for $3 million, and for doing so, their punishment would have been, the way I looked at it is, they were going to lose that case, and we'd get you, the additional funds. But if the countersuit scared them off, essentially, then what would have happened is what we went through today.
Okay. I see what you mean.
Now, yeah, and to include that, I have some confidential sources that would have or that did let me know that it would not have been in your best interest for your personal safety to have gone down particular paths. And that's about all I can add on that from my source.
Yeah, earlier today, a dude shot at Carlos earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
So, with that, having the outcome that you were able to obtain today, I think that should be in everybody's best interest, and put the case aside. It's no longer a thing. You can go back to whatever it is that you do.
Yep.
I hear you. All right.
Did you all have any more questions for me?
Nope.
No, we don't. We're all set.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck to you all, and like I said, if you have any other questions or anything like that, feel free to give the office a call or reach out to us.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
All right, gentlemen. You all take care.
You too.
Yeah, you
man.
too.
All right.
Bye.
Okay. Oh, I am lagging terribly.
Yeah, give me a second.
All right.
Man, my eyes were messing up there for a second.
They good now?
Yeah, I'm feeling the need to relieve myself during this reprieve.
Yeah, I think it was on my end. I'm gonna take me a seat here. And I was talking to my client. I was, dude had him a little incident trying to come into the courthouse today.
Oh shit! Then caught another case.
Wait, oh, come on now.
Well, it was information came into the firm through a confidential source that probably wasn't going to be in his best interest for his personal safety to, continue down the path that he was continuing. So today was the best outcome for him as far as this court case.
You're talking about, yeah.
So, probably the best thing that could happen, for him at least.
I mean, when I just talked to him, I just asked him, do you want to go hard on the 3 or do you want to go hard on the 30?
Yeah, I can see, going for that bigger, that to me, that's going to be a real moneymaker right there.
Well, now we just got to find Zoe first.
Yeah. I hear he been out, doing what he do. Hearing about him a little bit.
He ain't coming back.
Yeah, I bet. I had one of my private investigators was talking in the office. It's one of the people that, the firm uses to gather information, but yeah, that dude, and actually that he is friends or cousins or something with the client I just had, and when I looked into it, I was like, man, the feds raided him and took all kind of stuff from the dude.
Man, I've been hearing the feds about to bust down on a lot of people, man.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I don't know if they're gonna roll some cases in through the office or have brand new clients. Hopefully, it ain't none of my clients.
Well, with that last case, your last client shouldn't get caught up in that.
Well, that'll be his problem if he does. I ain't representing him. Good luck to him.
Feds, you better have a lot of money. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, and he ain't got that, so you don't even look my way. We are closed.
No, for real.
We'll see how it turn out, though. Like I said, I checked in with a couple of my retained clients. They seem to be on the up and up. They ain't had no trouble, so that's a good thing. Because usually, if they can afford to retain you, indefinitely, tell them what kind of stuff folks can get into. You got that kind of money.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying?
But at least the criminals keep us paid.
Exactly. To keep my reputation up.
Yeah, exactly.
Starting to regret taking on this BCSO client. They just got a lot of fuck ups working for them.
I bet.
I heard they cleaned the house a little while ago, though.
I don't know. I know the
something out.
State need to do that because I got two pending lawsuits with them.
Yeah, I'm fighting 2 lawsuits for BCSO shit.
And one of them lawsuits just fell in my lap. I'm pulling up to a establishment for a business meeting, and while I'm talking to the owners, State Patrol pull up and just went crazy.
All them State Patrol boys, they've been getting a little crazy lately.
Yeah, so I had to sit there and let the cameras on the car capture everything, and lo and behold, they walked right on into it. So had to get that going, and had another case where one of my business clients he got shot at by State Patrol. He wasn't armed, nothing like that. Wasn't doing that. Just sitting on his bike, got shot up. So that's a good thing because usually if they can afford to retain you, indefinitely, tell them what kind of stuff folks can get into. You got that kind of money.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying?
But at least the criminals keep us paid.
Exactly, to keep my reputation up.
Yeah, exactly.
Starting to regret taking on this BCSO client. They just got a lot of fuck ups working for them.
I bet.
I heard they cleaned the house a little while ago, though.
I don't know. I know the
something out.
State need to do that because I got two pending lawsuits with them.
Yeah, I'm fighting 2 lawsuits for BCSO shit.
And one of them lawsuits just fell in my lap. I'm pulling up to a establishment for a business meeting, and while I'm talking to the owners, State Patrol pull up and just went crazy.
All them State Patrol boys, they've been getting a little crazy lately.
Yeah, so I had to sit there and let the cameras on the car capture everything, and lo and behold, they walked right on into it. So had to get that going, and had another case where one of my business clients he got shot at by State Patrol. He wasn't armed, nothing like that. Wasn't doing that. Just sitting on his bike, got shot up.
That shit's crazy.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me sit down again.
BCSO got one lawsuit. They doing 100 plus with a suspect in the back, and he flew out.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, that probably ain't gonna work out too good for the old sheriff.
I don't know. They might be getting dropped here in the near future.
I hear that. Man, that's gonna cost them. Sound like suspect in the back of the car get ejected from the car. Ooh, it's rough.
Phew.
That is rough. Would the judge take a recess?
I think so. They've been waiting on
Yes, sir. I apologize. I don't know if you were here for that, Mr. King, but yes, sir. We were going to be taking a recess. The 4 pending cases on the docket, we're still waiting for their attorney to reach them. So.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
Keeping you busy today, deputy?
Yeah, a little bit, you know. I believe I'll be the only one here for this. So we have a few people stationed outside from other departments, but I'll be the only one here in the courtroom today.
I understand. Somebody got to make the money.
Yes, sir. You know, they're paying me triple overtime for this.
Hey, I hear that. Let me hold about $20, big money.
Welcome, Chief. How's it going?
Man, that's my favorite man right there.
How's it going, Mr. King?
Oh, not too bad, Chief. Not too bad. Got everything cleared up today.
Oh, that's what I've been, sir. Yeah, yes, sir. How's it going? Go ahead and walk out those double doors real quick.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
All right. Sir.
Somewhat.
Pump your brakes, bitch.
Far, yeah.
Not today, homie.
I hope so. I do. Yep.
Alrighty, sir. Sorry about locking that door. You're good. Mr. King, would you come with me for a second, sir?
Yes, sir. Okay.
I forgot to make sure that if my car's locked.
Goddamn. What's the word?
Yo, what's going on?
Alrighty, Mr. King. There's another attorney outside these double doors who would like to speak to you about a case.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, boss?
Boy, my man over here slicked out type shit, you know what I mean? The fit go crazy right now, boy.
Hey, man, the judge said the same thing in open court, man.
Oh, word? What'd he say?
Yeah, he was saying that he lightened up the courtroom.
Oh, hold on one second, bro. Mr. Go?
Yeah, what's up with you?
Hey, what's up, man? Go inside. We'll talk in a little bit. Yeah, you can just wait for me inside. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Fit go crazy right now, bro. You on your Christmas
appreciate
shit, bro.
it.
It's Christmas colors over
Yes,
here.
sir. Yes, sir. Santa Claus trying to arrive.
Yeah. All right, bro. I see you, bro. Everything good?
Oh yeah. We got everything cleared up. I had a civil case dismissed earlier in a countersuit. We went ahead and had that dismissed as well.
Oh, word? A regular suit and a countersuit?
Yeah. They were suing my client, and we shot the countersuit, and they backed out, so we backed out.
Oh, well, that's good. I mean, it's resolved one way or another. One less case off the docket,
Yeah, pretty much. Had a confidential informant get information to me that it's probably not in my client's best interest to pursue that particular case. Trying to sue that business for his personal safety. Matter of fact, he was shot at on the way coming to court tonight. So.
Oh, beautiful. It's always that persuades people. Persuasion, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Yo, listen, bro. I'm not ignoring you. I've seen the messages. I've just been on trial and everything like that. So, I'm gonna get back to you and your guys and nothing. I just didn't want you to think like I was ducking you or nothing. But,
oh no, I know you stay busy.
Even for these cases, yeah, bro. Even for these cases, I had to literally rush in, fly in, and try to get these resolved to these guys because I was out last week on trial still. So I want to, try to move these things along. But I saw your joint. I'm not ducking you or nothing. But I'm definitely gonna get to it sometime this week or this weekend.
Come back through these double doors. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, no problem. If you see anything on the Discordia, it's probably just keep it active because it'll close out after 3 days.
Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and stay out.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't know that. All right, cool. Yeah. So I'll chime in once I get a handle of things, and then I'll definitely be in contact with you and let you know what's moving on and everything like that.
Oh yeah, no problem. No problem at all.
Yeah, bro. All right, bro. So I'm gonna go handle this these cases here and everything. My clients are here and everything, but I'll definitely touch base with you, bro.
Alrighty, sir. Looks like
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out in the gallery for a little bit.
All right, sounds good, bro.
All right, we'll see you.
All right, good seeing you.
good to go today. I'm going to give you back your $1,200. You'll be set to go.
Oh, wow, this
Excuse
gotta
me.
happen, man.
Alrighty, there you go.
Excuse me.
Here, I moved down. Hold on.
Ain't
Oh, you
nobody
had to sit
sitting
on there.
here.
I was gonna move down for you.
No, I'm sit over here in the corner.
Hey, you a lawyer, boss?
Yeah.
With all them tattoos on your face?
But you got something against tattoos?
How you came to court?
What kind of lawyer you is?
Mr. King,
yeah.
what's up, bro?
How you doing, man?
Chilling. Yo, can we come outside, bro?
Yeah.
Deputy, you can let the judge know I'm ready. My 2 clients are here, so whenever the court is ready.
Y'all ain't finna go out there and fight it.
Mr. King.
Alrighty, are they still outside the courtroom currently?
Nah, one is outside, the other one is right here. Shirt.
Alrighty, who's going to be the blue shirt? We'll go ahead and start off with that one. I'll let the judge know.
Yeah, that's Mr. Go.
Mr. Go. Alrighty, brother, go ahead and give me a second. And if you guys want to go ahead and get in your seats as well, we can proceed after I talk to the judge.
All right.
What's up, boss man? Back here in the red pants.
Yes, sir.
What's up, man?
Verify with y'all prior to me.
Hey, back there looking like a peppermint.
Hey, somebody got to clean it up around here. See, you can just climbed out the bed.
Yeah, man, I had to get down here and claim this war money, man.
It look like you might need it, you know.
I don't need it, I'm gonna get it.
Hey, I hear that. Always got to get to the money.
Yeah. See 2 women sitting over there, man. I try to, tell them how good they look. They ain't want to talk to me.
Yeah, well, they say ugly niggas be like that, but I wouldn't know nothing
They
about
must
that.
said about you too. They ain't say nothing to you.
And as soon as you get your little money, you talking about you gonna get, man, let me hold about $22, man, hard out here in these streets.
$22, I got that in cash.
Oh, big money. Let me get that all in once.
With a peppermint suit on like that, man, you need to be giving me money.
Hey,
Put
man.
nails in the back with a hat on, man. I don't feel safe. I can't see his eyes.
And I thought that was your cousin, man. Both of y'all dressed the same way like y'all broke as hell.
Well, he is broke, so.
That's crazy. I would not let no man talk about me like that in no courtroom, and I'd slap his ass. But no, that's just me.
Well, when you weak as hell, you ain't got no choice but to do that.
Dang. Yeah, I guess you got a point there, I guess.
Look at this. Pen pulled all up in his ass. What wrong with him?
Ain't that who gonna pay you your money?
Oh, they do right there trying to take you to
Alrighty,
jail,
sir.
man.
How's it going?
Oh, that's crazy.
Alrighty, go ahead and walk back out those double doors.
I could never.
I'm finna show you how these feet work.
Alrighty, sir. You got anything?
I feel you.
Alrighty, sir. We're gonna go ahead and verify that.
Alright. Hey, Giovanni.
You're Mr. Lamar Johnson, correct?
Hey, well, we done with this. I need to talk to you before they try to take me down the state, man.
You're Mr. Lamar Johnson, correct? Alright.
Damn, you sound like a whole criminal.
Bandage and some Big Macs. Alright. Go ahead and take these off of you. You can go.
You said what happened?
Yes, sir. Good. Had to
Yeah,
just take those
man.
cuffs off real
You
quick.
get some money, though. It's either them taking me or somebody get lit up like a firecracker.
That is crazy.
That's wild.
And I don't want, and I hate for somebody, innocent people to get hit, man.
I'm trying to get like Mr. King back there. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to get my money up a little bit more.
No, you got it, Mr. King.
I'm trying to get.
Trying I'm trying to get like you, Mr. King.
Hey, I told him he back here sitting on the bench back here like he a peppermint, they red and white on.
Well, you might need one. All that talking you doing, and just climb out the bed, look like you got your pajamas on.
Hell no, that hurt money. I can't run it.
That crazy.
Oh, I can't.
I ain't bad last night.
Hold on now.
That crazy, dirty booty ass boy.
Damn. I left my drawers on my front seat on my car. Man, I hope nobody break in my car, man.
I'm pretty sure that if they break in it, your drawers is the last thing they gonna be looking for. It might actually make them leave the car.
Dahe Go is gonna be next.
Oh shit, let me get over this way.
Well, wait till you hear how they say your name.
Oh man, they've already said it.
What they say?
Oh, bro, it's ugly, boy.
Oh yeah, I might need to go and get up out of here now.
Yeah, oh, boy, they been butchering it.
There you go.
No, they don't say that.
Nah, they don't say that.
What the fuck? What they finna say?
Dahe, bro.
They said what? Dahe. He gonna have to put some respect on that, man.
That was crazy, boy.
I don't know why he's sitting up here on this front bench.
How'd you come, man? You want to sit with me or something, goof ass boy?
Here you go. Bump me and shit.
Hey, deputy. Well, what's the next case? I think the deputy a little hard of hearing. Maybe he don't know he a deputy.
I see it. His hearing aid fell out of here. He tried to catch it.
I don't think he know he the deputy, because ain't no other deputy sitting in here.
Alrighty, all rise. Court's gonna be back in session. Current case docket's gonna be Dahe Go versus BCSO.
Dahe.
With the Honorable Clarence Thomas residing as judge.
It's Dahe, man.
No, it's great.
I'm gonna show him a hoe. Dahe.
Session. If everybody could go ahead and we'll be set to shouting, we can go ahead and proceed.
If the judge say something about this nigga back here with his hat on. Hey, nigga, I can't hear shit. Are they talking?
Sir, to my left. I don't know what you're doing over there. Are we standing on the table? Or what are we doing?
Hey, Mr. Hendrix, he talking about you.
Oh, I'm on the table? I don't see that in my eyes. Let me move.
Like you, buddy.
Okay. This case is, remind me what this case is. I have it, in my court dockets, but I need to find it.
Yes, sir. This is gonna be Dahe versus BCSO, sir.
Dahe Go?
I believe so. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First name's gonna be 4 letters. Second name's gonna be 2 letters.
I can never.
That's funny, man.
This case, and I'm looking at it like, how do you? Is it?
Getting worse and worse.
There you go. There you go.
There he go. There you go.
Dahe Go?
There he go.
Say it with your chest, mom.
Gotta hit that high note.
Where you go?
Go.
Where you go?
Dahe Go? Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Your Honor, I heard Dahe Go.
Go.
I got you.
Yeah, that's members of the court.
All right. I'm gonna give you all the option of who wants to start.
Judge, do you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. If you want
Okay.
to come to the podium there, I can probably hear you clearer.
I'm trying, but I don't know if my head's gonna pop. It looks like it may, but I'm just gonna try to do it now because my eyes are flashing.
We'll wait for you, sir.
Yeah. But I'll get things going. Your Honor, I had filed a claim on December 3rd against BCSO. I had filed the motion, filed the complaint, also the summons. It was personally served on all parties. All parties received a copy of it, so personal service was achieved. Additionally, there was a 5-day period for the defense to answer to the motion and the summons. They failed to do so, and as such, Your Honor, based on the fact that the defense failed to answer, as mandated by law, Your Honor, I'm asking that the court now issue a default judgment against BCSO for the claims in the summons and complaint, which is in the amount of $15 to $20 million in favor of my client. My client, as the court is aware, was wrongfully arrested, wrongfully prosecuted, wrongfully detained. He had this case, I'm sorry, not this case, but his criminal case dismissed with prejudice before Your Honor, based on the conduct of the BCSO personnel. Based on that, my client has now filed a civil claim in violation of his 1942 and 1943 constitutional rights being violated. Therefore, Your Honor, we filed a civil case against the BCSO personnel. As such, they have failed to answer the claim, and by default and by statutory law, Your Honor, procedurally, a judgment and a default judgment must be entered against them for the claimed amount of $15 to $20 million.
Okay, sir, I hear you. Do you have any evidence that you can show the court so that the court can be confident in its ruling?
Evidence in the form of what, Your Honor?
His wrongful arrest. I do remember a proceeding a week ago where I believe it was your client. Am I correct in that?
Correct, Your Honor. And if you recall, I don't have a personal record, but I have the transcript, which is a video clip of it. That this case was dismissed by Your Honor actually about 2 weeks ago. And just to bring it to the court's forefront, this court came down and stood in front of my client and profusely apologized for the actions on the state and being wrongfully prosecuted, if that would jog the court's memory.
It does, sir. It
Hey,
does.
Mr. King, can you let me off the door?
Was this case dismissed with prejudice?
Yeah.
Correct, Your Honor, it was. And the state was there as well. They did not object, and the entirety of the criminal case was dismissed in its entirety. However, nonetheless, even aside from the criminal case, this civil case was filed nonetheless in conjunction with that one, and based on the fact that the defense did not respond to the summons and complaint after having been personally served by operation of law, a default judgment must be entered against them.
Okay, sir. The court at this time will agree with the plaintiff and
Ouch.
default judgment for $15 million against Lane
Ouch.
County Sheriff's Office. I do, if you will indulge me
Ouch.
for a moment, Mr. Hendrix.
Yes, sir.
I do have another matter that we're gonna have to deal with here.
Of course.
Ouch.
Your client does have a warrant for felony evading. He's gonna be taken into custody.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
Oh
I
man,
do
that's crazy.
apologize for that, sir, but I was informed. Well, actually, I signed the warrant, and then I was informed of his presence in the courtroom, and so I'm gonna have this deputy next to him take him into custody.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and stand up.
I understand.
Oh my God, the Dahe Go.
Oh, the hoe don't run.
Oh,
Don't run, the hoe.
the hoe.
Oh, don't do it, the hoe.
Oh, the Dahe gone.
There you go for
There
real.
you go.
There you go for real.
There you go.
Ain't no way y'all didn't lock that door. Ain't no way y'all didn't lock that door.
I didn't see it.
Why was that door unlocked?
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Ain't no way, bruh.
Oh, no. Oh, that's terrible.
Yo, how did he clear the rail though? That's crazy. Wow. All right.
He's athletic.
Bruh.
Entered on behalf of your client, Mr. Dahe Go, and I watched him go. So I guess they're gonna try and catch him now. I done lost all my protection.
Oh,
Is
no.
the LSPD officer out there?
All right, everyone, we are in lockdown right now. We have a guy on top of the roof.
Who is the guy sitting on top of the roof?
Oh, no. What?
I think Mr. Judge gotta go hide in his room, don't he?
Sir, in the orange tie. Can you
Yes, sir.
identify yourself?
This is Marcus King.
Oh, okay, sir. Are you on behalf of BCSO or
Yes, sir.
you are?
Yes, sir. They hired me a couple of days ago, but like you
He
said, this judgment was already, this motion was already placed in, and
yeah, I got
wasn't
it.
much I could do with this
Okay,
one.
we got a guy on top of the roof.
Why the hell didn't you speak up, sir? Pardon the language, but if you're here for this case,
Is that the guy that just
Or
ran
this
out, or do we have
one.
another guy on top?
This one, and I have another one.
From what I heard, it's the guy that just ran.
Mr. Hendrix, can you
How did he get on the
tell
roof?
me why this gentleman didn't speak up when we were going through the proceedings?
Judge, he was just hired. He was actually hired after the date of the default judgment. This is just him appearing as a courtesy. But I had a conversation with him earlier. He also, Mr. King also indicated that based on operation of the law and the default judgment, there's procedurally nothing that he'd be able to do. But because he was just hired, he appeared out of courtesy. He does have another matter that we have together, the Lamar Johnson case. Mr. Johnson is here as well, but if we can get that going without me popping my head, we can do that as well, just for time sakes.
Yeah, of course. Okay. I do apologize. Next time, Mr. King, if there's a proceeding going on, please, stand up and let me know you're here on behalf of the defendant or the plaintiff, however it may be, and at least advise me of your presence. So, I know I had to enter the default judgment either way, but it'd be nice to at least.
Simon, is this you?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. Oh, no.
There you go, right there.
That's what Blaine County Sheriff's Office does.
Mr. Hendrix, help me, sir.
Hey, I heard Blaine County Sheriff's Office got 15 million. Pay.
Just don't say anything.
Yes,
Just
sir.
We'll talk. Just don't say anything.
There you go, right there.
Either way. Doors are over here to the right.
No.
Enjoy your stay, Mr. Dahe Go.
Hendrix, help me.
Help me.
There you go.
Don't cry now, there you go.
You got it.
There you go.
There you go.
Off to the
crying.
booty
I'm not
house.
gonna lie to you, Your Honor.
What
I
the
thought he was
hook,
gonna
boy?
attack you.
He's out in the audience.
I thought he was
Nah,
running
here.
towards
He
you.
wasn't gonna do anything.
I think he left, Your Honor.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Alright, so let's proceed on.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Lamar Johnson is here, and I believe myself and Mr. King have spoken about it. So, Mr. Johnson, the court would allow Mr. Johnson to take a seat at the table as well.
Of course. Hello, Mr. Johnson. Welcome to the District Court of Los Santos.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Give me 1 moment, gentlemen. as I
Control that. Oh, fucking up.
this case. Okay, let's move forward, gentlemen. What's the next case?
It's Mr. Lamar Johnson, Judge.
Oh yes, that's correct. I'm getting. Mr. Lamar Johnson versus BCSO. Yes, sir.
Yes, Judge.
Could you gentlemen excuse me for 1 moment?
Sure.
It's a crazy day in the courtroom today.
I've never seen it like that before. But that's crazy. I'm kind of crazy. He made it out the courtroom though, like with all these cops in here.
That's
and
what
he
I'm
still
saying.
made it out.
There's only one way out this courtroom. All these cops.
Deputy.
And
my man took an extra long way out. He went.
Oh God, he ran around the tables.
He went through the bar, and he still wasn't caught.
And
My
he
man
still
made
was able to make it out the unlocked door.
That's crazy. He earned his name though.
We're just
Definitely earned his name.
There you go. Dahe Go.
We're just
And
spectators.
my man came back with the tears in his eyes. Now it can't be no more
There
tears
you go
at this
crying.
point,
You
my
can't
boy.
be crying now.
Hendrix, where you find these people at?
Hey yo, they find me, bro. You know, I'm just but a humble servant. Just but a humble servant.
Getting the entertainment today.
That's never a dull moment at court, man. I try to.
Yeah, I know. So we gotta take this quick recess. I believe Judge got diarrhea or something.
Oh nah.
And
Alright, Mr. Hendrix and Mr. King, I do apologize for that short recess. We can go ahead and go forward.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, this is a civil case, a separate civil case against Blaine County Sheriff's Office. I filed a summons and complaint on December 7th. Mr. King reached out to me. He has just been retained by Blaine County to represent their interest in connection with this case. We have had off of the record conversations about possibly looking to get this resolved out of court. So, Your Honor, if the court would indulge us, we would ask that this case be adjourned to a future date for a conference date or for a conference status. This way we can come back and let the court know where we are, if negotiations are still happening, or if the matter is going to be set down for any proceedings, or if there's going to be a need for any additional court intervention. But I can let Mr. King speak as to his position, but my client is present in court. My client is prepared to go forward with these with this case, but we are looking to adjourn this case for a conference or a settlement conference at a future date. Mr. King had proposed the date of December 18, which is next Wednesday. However, I'm going to be engaged on that day, so there would be no way for me to make the court appearance, but I could possibly make it any other day should the court and Mr. King's schedules permit an appearance on December 16, December 19, or even December 20th. I know the following Wednesday is actually Christmas, so I know the court's going to be closed that day. But being that it's only on for a status conference or settlement conference, we could just put it on for control, and then we as the attorneys can let the court know what we're doing in the event that we need to adjourn or advance the case for any dispositions.
Okay, Mr. King.
Yes, like you said, looking to push this out so I can look into this matter a little bit more and hopefully resolve this out of court. Mr. Giovanni, you said December 19 works for you?
Yeah, let me just double check my other calendar. December 19 works. Yep, December 19 works for me.
Your Honor, that works for us if that'll work for you.
Okay. Yeah, I am totally fine with you gentlemen getting issued an adjournment to talk amongst yourselves, and if you do come to an agreement, just let the court know. I'm sure the court will be more than happy to indulge you in whatever terms you come to.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Deputy at the back of the room by the door.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Oh, you'll need to change your voice to shouting.
The guy at the back of the door.
Yeah, he can hear you. He's answering.
He can hear
but he
you.
doesn't. You gotta shout, deputy.
It's on shout.
Alright, can you lock that door for me?
Yes, sir. The door is going to be currently locked.
Yeah, it's showing lock.
Mr. Hendrix,
Yes, sir.
I
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
do this to you a second time. Mr. Lamar Johnson.
What?
That is crazy.
Lamar Johnson, go ahead for us, okay?
What?
Crazy.
Alrighty, go and face away from us. At this time, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can only be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney.
No.
But if
Giovanni, where do you find these dudes?
felony evading, that's what you're going to be charged with at this time, okay?
Mr. Hendrix.
Hey, man.
Clientele, I hope they can pay.
Alrighty, sir, we're going to have to go ahead.
That's crazy.
Very easy.
what is happening? It's like a Twilight.
And then you smack talk the judge on your way out. That's crazy.
Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Are they going to be let out later, or do I have to get them myself, or what?
I do believe both of the warrants are yours, Mr. Chief. So
Yeah, they are.
You're gonna have to go and secure them down in the holding tanks and
Okay. Do you want?
transport them yourself.
Well, yeah. Do you want me to do it right now or afterwards?
Oh, you can do it now unless you got something you need to bring forth to the
If you want to watch Chief, I'll go get him.
No, that's what I was waiting for. That's why I came along. Be nosy and
Well, Your Honor, what's going to be the next step in the process for them right now? Mr. Go and Mr. Johnson.
They're just gonna be booked on their felony warrants, and then they'll be allowed to do the same, as any other. They'll be allowed to plead however they wish and get representation.
So would that be able to be done today, or what's the next step?
If you want to represent them, sir, you're more than welcome, and I'll allow it this time. Or I'll allow it any time, honestly. But you're welcome to go down with the officers and be a part of them being processed if you'd like.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Since I'm already here and there's a warrant out, if the police officers can email me copies of the reports as well as the warrants, because I'm entitled to review that to make sure they're efficient and to see what the charges are, so I can speak with them about what they're facing now.
Yeah, of course. Mr. Scott.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mr. Hendrix has my phone number.
Yeah, get this man his discovery. That's all. And
Mr. Scott, if I'm not mistaken, both of those individuals in custody now will be for warrants for you, correct?
Yeah, both actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So get him their pleadings, and if they want to speak to their attorney before, just let the court know. And
all right.
I think Mr. Hendrix has got, if I'm not mistaken, do you have another case, sir?
There's a Mr. 10-Day O'Neill. However, I did reach out to him yesterday, told him to be here. He was supposed to be here. Mr. King did me the pleasure of representing him and stepping in for me while I was out on trial last week. I did speak to Mr. O'Neill last week as well as yesterday, informing him of the time to be here. So I'm not sure if he's actually on his way. I tried calling him before the court proceedings. It was going straight to voicemail, which led me to believe that he probably wasn't in the city yet. I sent him an email as well to his private email. Let me just double check, because I don't believe, he hasn't responded to my most recent email that was sent about 10-15 minutes ago. So I'm not sure where he is. But if the court would be able to maybe put this on for the same date on December 19th, since next week I'm going to be engaged, and then the following week is Christmas, we can put it on for December 19th for the same reason and for what the proceedings are, and we can take it from there.
Well, sir, I mean, to be blunt with you, I think it's been 2 weeks now that he hasn't showed up.
Personal bubble right there.
In person.
I understand, Judge.
Man, I'm inclined to just enter his sentence and his fine amount, to be honest with you. Do you have an argument against that?
Yes, Judge. I believe there's a difference in time zones, and I believe the time zones are the things that's causing the issue. My client last week, when after the case was called, he actually reached out to me and advised me that he was in court. He did come to court, but I believe there was a short calendar last week, so he didn't. He wasn't there. He wasn't able to come in and take proceedings. I would ask, Judge, that you stay a warrant at this juncture for the following reasons. My client has been showing up to court. He did show up last week, so as an officer of the court, I can represent that. He did inform me that he was in court. However, court closed early or in his time zone. I did last speak to him earlier today as well as last week, so he is not evading. He has informed me that he is coming to court. Additionally, the charges or the way that this case was going to be disposed of was going to be with the misdemeanor charge, with a $15,000 fine. So it would be a situation where he would not actually be facing any significant jail time. And any of the jail time that he was facing, he would have already completed since this incident took place on December 2nd. And we're now December 11th, and the time that he was facing, which was 330 months, would have been well overly satisfied. So I think warranting him and placing him in custody and in jail right now would be contrary to any jurisprudence as well as any judicial economy, being that he would not be facing any additional jail time in this situation.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Hendrix, I do believe he was off release already. Is he not?
No, he was. When you say he released from court or from the police station?
Well, because last week on, I believe it was the 4th, we had tried to see if he was available to be transported from the prison, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that wasn't him. That wasn't him, Judge. That was another. That was Geo Brown.
That was a different kid, no, different person, Geo Brown.
Oh, because weren't you, Mr. King, representing Tendai or something?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can also collaborate that he did show up. He got his email from Mr. Hendrix and called me in city. But like you said, court was already over.
Okay, and Mr. Hendrix, you mentioned the charges being amended. What were the charges again, Mr. Hendrix? The original charges?
Correct. The original charges were possession of an illegal firearm, discharge of a firearm, felony speeding, and felony evading.
Okay, and who did you collaborate with and decide those charges to be reduced to a misdemeanor?
The prosecution.
Okay. The prosecution spoke to you personally?
Yes, and that's why I was going to present the amended plea to the court, or if not, then I would, if the court, as I indicated to my client, if the court was not going to be inclined to accept that plea, then my next step, as I had indicated to my notes to Mr. King, was that I would be filing motions and taking this to a different avenue.
If you don't mind, what avenue?
Motion practice, proceedings, challenging the sufficiency of everything. So that would be my next recourse.
You have all your ducks in a row for that?
What do you mean, Judge?
Do you have evidence to, I suppose?
Don't go up there and tell no lies.
Deputy, if you could swear.
Heard they got the feds watching. Don't be perjuring here.
Yes, sir. Do you solemnly swear to say the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Alrighty, sir. You may take the stand.
God bless America. They forgot about that. It's really important.
No, I guess my face gonna be in.
Thank you, Judge. May I inquire, Judge?
If you wish.
Thank you. Chief, how long have you been a member of your police department?
It's been I don't have the exact number, but probably about a year or two.
A year or two. And are you tasked with conducting any trainings for other members in your department?
Negative.
Okay, but are you tasked with supervising other police officers within your department?
Yes.
Okay, and part of your task as a deputy, as a chief, is to enforce the laws as a law enforcement officer, correct?
Correct.
And in order for you to enforce the laws within the law enforcement bounds, you are basically relying on the laws that are being broken when you go to conduct an arrest of an individual, correct?
Correct.
We just saw your body cam, and you indicated when you started running towards your police car, that was you running towards your police car, correct?
Correct.
And we heard you say on video, I'm going to get him for reckless driving, correct?
Correct.
And you would agree with me that you went after my client for reckless driving, correct?
Correct.
And that was the whole basis for you chasing after or going after my client, correct?
Correct.
And as we saw in the video clip, my client was wearing a helmet, correct?
I believe so, if I recall correct. Yeah.
And you indicated that you were going after him for reckless driving, correct?
Correct.
And you indicated that you then turned on your police lights and your police sirens and you began going after him, correct?
Correct.
And he failed to listen to your lights and sirens, correct?
Correct.
And you therefore issued a warrant for him for felony evading arrest, correct?
Correct.
And when you saw my client drive by you, as we saw in the video, what specifically was he doing when he rode past the courthouse?
He was performing a wheelie.
Okay, so he was performing a wheelie, correct?
Yes.
And it's at that point that you determined you're going after him for reckless driving, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, Chief, are you familiar with the laws of the state of San Andreas?
Most of them, yeah, I would say so.
And would it
Got
surprise
him.
you to find out that in order for you to charge a person with reckless driving, you need at least, according to the state statute, must have at least 5 or more moving violations in order to charge a person with reckless driving. Are you aware of that?
Can you repeat that last part? I didn't hear you. I cut out.
Sure. In order to charge a person with reckless driving, you must have at least 5 or more moving violations being observed in your presence. Correct?
If you're asking me if that's what it says, correct, that's what it says, but there's other terms as well.
Well, sir, you would agree with me that you indicated that my client was conducting a wheelie, correct?
Correct.
And then at that point, you said, I'm going to go after him and charge him with reckless driving, correct?
Correct.
So that was one. At that point, when you began running after my client, that was one traffic infraction, correct?
Roasted. Crickets.
Sir, did you hear my question or do you need it repeated?
Can you repeat it? Sorry.
Yes, sir. At the moment that you began running after my client, and when you said, I'm going to go after him for reckless driving, he was conducting a wheelie, correct?
Correct.
And that was one moving violation, correct?
That is under the penal code. It's classified as reckless driving.
Correct. But you need 5 or more violations in order to have a reckless driving, correct?
Not necessarily. In the penal code, it states that there could be multiple other things, factors falling in place for the reckless driving charge.
Correct, sir. So again, my question to you, when my client allegedly conducted a wheelie, that was one traffic infraction, correct?
Negative, because the wheelie is under the penal code. The wheelie is under.
Sir, my question is, it's a yes or no. If you need explanation, you can do that later on. But my question right now, that it was one violation that you observed of my client conducting a wheelie, correct?
Correct, the wheelie.
A wheelie, and that was one violation, and then you ran after him. That's the chronology, correct?
Not correct for me. If that's what I went, repeat that question again. My apologies.
Yeah, sure. The chronology is that you observed my client conducting what you believe to be a wheelie, correct?
Yes, I observed him doing that.
And then your words were, I'm going to get him for reckless driving, correct?
Correct.
And then you went after him with your police car and sirens, correct?
Correct.
Right. Now, you also indicated that reckless driving, in accordance with the statute, requires at least 5 or more moving violations, correct?
Somewhat.
Well, let me ask you this, sir. In your body cam that we just observed, were there any cars driving past the courthouse at that point?
I don't believe so. I don't think
There
so.
weren't. There weren't. Were there any crashes caused by my client driving his motorbike in front of the courthouse?
No.
No. Were there any pedestrians that were struck by my client's bike?
No.
How long did this alleged wheelie take? Was he conducting a wheelie for?
I'm not totally sure. I would say for about maybe 5 seconds.
And do we see that? Is that corroborated on your body cam?
In the body cam. I'm not sure whether the exact. I'm giving you an estimate.
Okay. Would you need an opportunity to review your body cam so you can tell us what the approximate time frame is?
Sure.
Roasted.
Your chief is getting cooked.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. This nigga fraud.
Yep.
This nigga
Yep.
fraud.
He cooked his hell.
4 or 5 seconds. Yeah.
4 or 5 seconds, correct? And my client did not crash anywhere, correct?
That's why I needed him to be my lawyer, though.
No.
Nor did he crash into any individuals, correct?
Correct.
And my client was wearing a helmet, correct?
I believe so. Yeah, correct.
So in the moment that you observe my client conducting what you believe to be an alleged wheelie, that was for something around 4 seconds with nobody on the street at that moment, correct?
Repeat the last part.
There was nobody else in the street at the moment that he was doing the alleged wheeling, correct?
I guess in the you're asking in the same traffic. I guess you'd say in the same direction of traffic.
In that moment in front of the courthouse, sir.
I don't think so. No, I think that a vehicle passed, but that's it.
Correct. And the only violation that you observed my client doing of a VTL infraction was conducting a wheelie, correct? For 4 seconds, correct?
The red light violation as well.
No, sir. My question is, well, sir, let me ask you this. You indicated that my client was conducting a wheelie. This is the first that I'm hearing that there was a red light violation.
I'm pretty sure it was listed in the report.
In the report, sir, but when I asked you of the chronology, what was the infraction that you first observed of my client, you testified that it was a wheelie.
Correct.
Is that fair to say?
Original charge, yes, to correct.
Correct.
The first offense.
It was a wheelie. Now you're saying there was a red light infraction all of a sudden, correct?
Correct, as stated in the report.
Correct. I didn't say about the report, sir. I'm talking about your testimony. So let me ask you this, Chief, because it sounds like you're giving inconsistent testimony. Is your testimony inconsistent or is your paperwork inconsistent?
Oh, wow. Is he getting fired after this, Mayor?
Oh. I would say that everything's consistent. I'm answering your questions. I'm going off of what you're asking me.
Correct. And when I first, and I think the record is clear, when I asked you about what was the traffic infraction that you observed, you testified that it was a wheelie, correct?
Correct.
And then you testified that at that point, chronology-wise, you went after my client in your police vehicle using your police lights, correct?
Correct.
And that was earlier in your testimony, but now all of a sudden, we're now hearing about a red light in your testimony, correct?
Correct.
So you would agree with me that your initial testimony, at the beginning of your testimony about the first violation that you observed was
Chief and get locked up.
is inconsistent with what you wrote down on your paperwork, correct?
They're lying on the stand.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in these little suits.
I'm sorry, sir. What was that?
I would say once again, somewhat.
Somewhat inconsistent. Somewhat inconsistent. Now let me ask you this, Chief. You would agree with me then, you then went after my client and ultimately put out this warrant against him after chasing him, correct?
Correct.
And you would agree with me that the only sole violation at the time that you began your chase, because you would agree with me, once you started running to your car and turning off your lights, that was a pursuit, correct?
No, the pursuit would be when no, that wouldn't. If I understood your question correct, no, that's not when the pursuit initiated. When I ran to my vehicle.
Okay, but when you ran to your vehicle, that was you taking police action, correct?
Yeah, correct.
And when you ran to your police vehicle in order to chase my client, that was you taking police action, correct?
Correct.
And going after him, correct?
Correct.
Based on the wheelie violation, correct?
Yeah. Both violations.
Okay.
That.
Oh, so the red light violation as well?
Yeah, that was seen when I believe, whenever I was running towards my vehicle. That's what was seen. The red light violation was also seen.
Oh, the red light was seen when you were running towards your vehicle. Okay, well, it was established before, but we're not going to go back into that. Your Honor, if I could just have one moment, please.
Sure.
There's gonna be a new chair.
Yes, sir. You can.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, there's a new job opening at the sheriff department.
Nigga fraud. Fuck who? Nigga fraud.
What's it?
And Chief, based on this reckless driving that you observed of my client conducting a wheelie, and then running a red light, is the red light seen on the body cam?
I believe.
So, if you
yeah, I
lied on
believe
the
so. Yes.
stand,
At what point do we see my client running a red light? If you can just show us, I guess in the display room, at what point you see a red light and then you see my client running that red light?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a question. Can you get arrested for perjury?
Yep.
That's not a good look on the chief. Hey, Mr. Mayor, that's not a good look on you either.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't appoint that man.
Let me know when you want him.
Yeah, it's on my screen. It looks small though.
You better pray you see this man run this red light.
Pay attention to that part right there. I would obviously have to stop talking, but you would see him. I don't know if you're able to see him from there. It's that little white dot by that red mill. He's going through that intersection at that
Hold
point.
on one second. Are we talking to the left of the screen or to the right of the screen?
No, the left by the by the Tahoe, I believe that is. The end
Okay.
Of the
Are you able to put your cursor on it, sir?
Okay, so you're saying that's the red light, correct?
Repeat that again. I was putting my cursor on it.
Sure. That's the red light that he ran, correct?
Correct.
But let me ask you this, Chief, if you can go back to the very beginning. Just play the body cam through.
Right
there.
and I'm gonna take his ass to jail for reckless.
Stop.
Yeah.
Chief, that was you running towards your police vehicle, correct?
Correct.
And that was you running towards your police vehicle before my client even made it to the intersection, correct?
Repeat that question.
That was you running towards your police vehicle and running towards your car before my client even made it to that intersection, correct?
Correct.
So my client didn't even pass the red light at the point that you began running after him, correct? Or towards your car, correct?
Ouch.
Correct. That was the second offense.
Correct. So again, sir, I go back. You started running towards your police car and saying that you're going to charge my client with reckless driving for what you believed and testified that was a wheelie, correct?
Correct.
Your Honor, I have no further questions for this witness.
Damn.
Okay, sir.
That's tough.
Well,
Down. Chief Scott.
Bye, Chief.
So who gonna be in charge of arresting him?
Not me.
the deputies.
Chief Scott, if you would, in the display room, display on, if you can, the penal code through your MDT
I can't see shit.
for reckless driving. Mr. Hendrix, you can go ahead.
The penal code. I can pull up the penal code. I can't pull up the, or I can, yeah, the MDT I would have to.
Yeah, I have the official penal code, sir. I just want to know if there's a difference in your MDT.
I will say that I don't go off of that one.
Mr. Hendrix, if you could proceed. We're oh.
I'm sorry, Judge.
Never mind. Never mind, sir. I was gonna say something about the pending storm outside, but
Oh.
if you'd like to proceed.
I'm sorry, Judge. You said if I would like to proceed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Your Honor. I submit to the court that the police officer lacked any probable cause for reckless driving. As the court would see in the statute, which is 2 SLC C.5 subsection 13. One moment, Judge. I'm sorry. I think I'm hearing an echo. It indicates that reckless driving is committed when an offense when they demonstrate a lack of concern for their safety of themselves or others. But here's the part that sticks out, which is the heart of the statute of reckless driving. A person must not can or should, but must commit 5 or more moving violations while being observed for the charge. Chief Scott's body cam, as well as his own testimony, indicated that he went after Mr. Go simply for doing a wheelie and was going to charge him with reckless driving. That is not probable cause for reckless driving. And we know that he was going after him for reckless driving because he says so on his body cam. And he runs after him and he pursues him in his police vehicle for reckless driving, when therefore, Your Honor, my client did not commit the act of reckless driving in accordance with this statute, which ultimately means that pursuant to Dunaway and the Supreme Court of the United States, pursuant to Matt v. Ohio, this was an unlawful stop with no probable cause, and any fruits of any conduct that my client committed based on the actions of Chief Scott must be suppressed as fruit of the poisonous tree. Based on the simple fact that Chief Scott did not have any probable cause to chase after Mr. Go on a wheelie violation, and then deeming it to be a reckless driving so that he can arrest my client. And I want the court to be clear about something as well. Mr. Chief Scott said something earlier about his encounter with Mr. Go before this happened, leading me to believe that there may be a little bit more than just a traffic infraction here. Maybe they had an altercation outside of court. And I know Chief Scott is not doing this and he doesn't have that kind of personality, but on its appearance, it would appear that this may have been retaliatory in nature. And it's a very unfortunate if that was the situation, that emotions were involved and not a following of the law. And the following of the law indicates that there must be at minimum 5 or more traffic infractions to charge a person and go after them for reckless driving. Pursuant to Matt v. Ohio Supreme Court case, Your Honor, I submit to the court that the police in this situation lacked probable cause. And just as the court is aware, even if there are tangible evidence, tangible properties that were recovered, evidentiary in nature, criminal in nature, because the police acted under a violation of the Constitution, any fruits from that arrest must be voided, must be suppressed pursuant to Matt v. Ohio and all the applicable laws under the Supreme Court of our Constitution, Your Honor. For that reason, Your Honor, I ask you and I submit to the court that the court must find that based on the reading of this statute on black letter law, there was no violation of reckless driving, which ultimately meant as well that there should not have been an arrest warrant issued for my client for evading arrest. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Is it just me, or am I looking at the wrong penal code? Because I can't find where it states anywhere that you have to have 5 moving violations.
It's under 2 SLAC C.5, subsection 13 in the San Andreas Criminal Code.
Subsection 13A.
No. I access and the criminal code that is being utilized is found in the Discordian, in the DOJ law library.
Oh, okay. Let me look at that one, but you might be looking at the old version, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay, Your Honor. I can only go based on what I have access to, which is this is the most recent law library, and I believe this was most updated as of September of 2024.
Okay, let me look at it real quick. Mr. Hendrix, you say it's a law library in the Discordia, the DOJ Discordia?
I'm sorry, Judge, not the DOJ, the DVRP Real Life Discordia.
Stop.
And then you go to the Department of Justice subcategory.
Put your hands up for me.
And then right underneath that is Law Library. It's in the same section where we do the court request dates.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I found it.
I haven't seen the weapons on you.
Okay, sir. I have reviewed it.
Well, it's about to get dismissed.
Mr. Hendrix, your argument is that because he stated that it was reckless driving initially when he was running to his vehicle, that's your cause for suppression?
My cause for suppression, Your Honor, is when there has to be probable cause for an officer to make an arrest. And we know that probable cause is that there's probable cause is reasonable cause to believe that a crime was committed and that it was the individual who committed the crime. Chief Scott said when he was running towards his police vehicle, I'm getting him or I'm going to arrest him for reckless driving. At that point, Chief Scott, in his mind, had probable cause to go after and chase Mr. Go. But in order to have probable cause, you need probable cause of that crime. Chief Scott's rendition is that he was chasing Mr. Go for reckless driving. That's probable cause. That's his version of probable cause. But I submit to the court that was not probable cause because he never committed the act of reckless driving in accordance with this statute. Mr. Go did not violate the clause of reckless driving. So if you are going to encounter somebody, you need probable cause to do that based on that fact. Chief Scott indicated that this was for reckless driving, that he pursued my client. And thereafter, anything submitted or that would happen, even if a firearm was found on my client, based on Matt v. Ohio, if the underlying arrest and the underlying cause, and I'll read the statute, which is, not the statute, but the language in the law is, if a lack of probable cause pursuant to a warrantless arrest is invalid, any evidence resulting from that arrest, including any physical evidence, confessions, etc., will be suppressed pursuant to Matt v. Ohio. There is no good faith basis here. There is no exclusionary rule that applies in this case because there was no probable cause to begin with. That is the foundation of any arrest. If there is no probable cause, anything thereafter that is committed is fruit of the poisonous tree.
Okay, counselor. I would submit to you that the wheelie in itself is probable cause enough to get a law enforcement officer's attention and a subsequent traffic stop at the very least, because it's a violation of the law.
Judge, I agree. A traffic infraction, but that's not what Chief Scott said.
Sir, if you'll indulge me, I know he said what he said in the video, but I'd submit to you that what he said turned out to be true. I personally, watching the video, at least 5 violations occurred that would lead to the subsequent charge of reckless driving. I know they didn't occur when he said he was going to get him for reckless driving. I just assumed he was projecting. but subsequently, it did stack up to reckless driving in my purview.
I understand that, Judge.
You may continue, sir.
Yes, Judge. When you have a reckless driving and you have multiple violations in accordance with this statute, and you're going to stop them for reckless driving, how can you? You cannot project what is going to happen. In Chief Scott's mind, if that's the court's position, then it's almost as if Chief Scott had a wisdom ball in front of him, and he was able to see the future. How can he see what was going to happen before it happened?
Sir,
My client didn't even run the red light before Chief Scott got into the car. But in his mind, he already got him for reckless driving.
Yeah, sir. I believe that anybody doing a wheelie down a city street is reckless. If I were to observe that myself, not being a law enforcement officer, if I were to observe that myself as, I apologize. Okay. Give me 1 minute, please, sir.
Yes, Judge.